The leaders of Colombia and the United States have just wrapped up a meeting at the White House with peace talks between the FARC rebels and the Colombian government progressing in the Cuban capital. Colombia's President Juan Manuel Santos is looking to the U.S. for help to finance the country's future. Jessica Stone reports.
Negotiators in Havana are speeding up talks to reach a peace deal between the Colombian government and the FARC guerrillas by a new deadline of March 23rd. Now, Colombian President Juan Manuel Santos is putting the pressure on the White House to increase aid to his country. U.S. officials have signaled a willingness to try.
I'm proposing that more than $450 million be devoted to helping to reinforce security gains, reintegrate former combatants into society.
In the names of those children who can see a better future now. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bogota has spent most of its $10 billion in American aid on military hardware to push back the FARC. But 50 years of war have left areas dominated by the rebels in need of new roads, schools, and healthcare facilities. Last year, the European Union committed more than $12 million in humanitarian aid, and Colombia signed 12 agreements with China to build infrastructure and production capacity. FARC rebels suggest the U.S. has a special duty to help rebuild Colombia because it financed a long, destructive fight.
A country that was engaged in the conflict in Colombia should also be engaged in building a new era with resources for peace.
Despite the progress towards peace, a majority of Colombians still don't support the process.
Most of Colombians have never seen one single day of peace. And they're afraid of change. They think the peace might be wrong, might be bad.
In an interview with CCTV's Elaine Reyes, former Colombian President Andrés Pastrana suggested the talks don't go far enough to stop the FARC's cocaine production.
You could achieve the peace process, but if the FARC, if they don't tell us Colombians the truth, it's going to be very difficult to end the narco trafficking in our country.